Hello, everybody. I just wanted to show everybody just a little tutorial might help you in starting your Google Classroom or starting some lessons to make some lessons more interactive. So we're gonna go ahead and I'll show you just from the Google page to sign into your Matterpalms Google Classroom. You just click the sign in button, and then it's right here, but I'll click it, and then it brings you to the charter school page, and then that's where you're just going to go ahead and log on using your Matterpalms email and password, and I'll sign in, and then it takes me to the main page, and then I hit the Google Apps button up here, and then I hit Google Classroom, and then it'll take me to my class. But then if yours isn't up here yet, or if you didn't start it yet, you can hit the plus, and then this is also where the kids, I believe, will join the class, and then you can create the class. So I will just go into mine, and I'll show you. This is what the kids will see of what I uploaded. In the classwork page, I did it by date rather than by subject, just because I feel like by date is easier to see, like when things are due when, instead of just everything all together. So you can see so far I only did the math, but I did go through the chapter 8 math, and I did all of those. So you can see March 30th is when the actual learning will begin, and I linked in the 8.1 math edition of Go Math, so you just click it, and then it'll take you to the Go Math page, and then this will take you to Google Slides that I also made that I will show you a little bit later on. But to begin, how I did it by the date, I just clicked create and then topic, and I'll just put in a random date. So I'll just put in like June 6, 2020, and then you click add, and then it drops it there. So depending on what day you did, you'll have to drag and drop it to the right spot. So then there's my topic, and then also you can click create, and assignment, quiz assignment, question, material, reuse post, or topic. So for the interactive math edition that took you to Go Math, that would be material. So I would just do, let's just do chapter 12.1 and add. This is where you would add the link for the Go Math. So let's just do gomath.com, add the link, and then the description if you want. And also for Miss Pulse's class, the topic would be underneath June 6th. So the topic is also the date again, so June 6th. And then the cool thing is I can either post this, or what I can do so it doesn't get too overwhelming for the kids to see like everything at one moment, I can schedule it. So I can schedule it for when it's actually due or when they can see it. So it would be June 6th, and then you can change the times, but I just did 7:30 and I hit schedule, and there, so it's now grayed out, so only I can see it. If the kids logged in, the kids would not be able to see this part. They would be able to see the date, but not the assignments underneath. But the thing is, if you go ahead and do an assignment and you do chapter 12 math, and then whatever, you can add a file link, whatever, say I did that, and then points to all students, the due date, let's just say June 8th, time 11:59, and then I'll just put it underneath the June 6th topic. Actually, I won't put it under any topic, and then I'll show you how to do that. But if I just click assign, I can't go back and change it. So there's what I just did. If I hit edit, I can't go back and I can't reschedule it to gray it out. So that's one thing you have to be careful with, because I did that the first time and I had to go redo everything because I just didn't click schedule at first. So I didn't put this underneath the topic, but that's okay because I can just drag it and drop it to where it belongs. Okay, so let me take you to, and then also, of course, if you want to delete anything, the delete button is there. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this because we will not be in school. So, oh, that didn't delete everything, so I'll just delete. Let me show you what I did for math to make it more interactive. So the 8.1 math, it'll take me here, and I just basically went to gomath.com and I screenshotted all of the worksheets that they normally would do in class, and I have them, and I also recorded myself. So let me play it for you. This is lesson 8.1, model and count to 20. I'm not sure if you can hear that or not through this program that I'm using, but I basically recorded myself more for kindergarten because they don't know how to read directions, and I'm not sure of the parent involvement, but I recorded myself talking about what they're going to do on the page, the question, how they're going to go about completing the page digitally. So basically they're going to, it says use cubes to model 20, so they're going to go ahead and just drag and drop these cubes to each place to show 20, so they just keep going and going and going and going. And this would actually, I know you're thinking that when the first student does it, the other students will see what their progress is, but no, because if I go back here, I can see that I assigned it to each student. So let me show you how to do that really fast, going off on a little tangent, but that's okay. 8.1 math, and I said add from Google Drive because that's where I created the Google Slides, and then I clicked add, and then it says here are the options. Students can view file, students can edit the file, or make a copy for each student. What you're going to do, that you want to make a copy for each student, so each student has their own. So each student can edit their own and they won't see the other students' work. Make sure it's to all students. So like Noelle and Ariane and I tried this out a couple of nights ago, so that's why they're my students right now. But I would just click assign, and then that way each student would see their own and nothing would get copied. Okay, so moving on. So each page is something else, and like I said, I recorded myself on each page so that way the students know what to do, because I'm sure for kindergarten they don't know how to read the directions. They're going to see the purple blocks and the green blocks and they're going to get a little confused. So that's why I recorded myself there. And also, I made the option to type out the answer. I know it says trace, but obviously they cannot do that. So I just have them type it out just like that. And then, same thing here. And that's the same thing with all of them. So you can see my recordings, but 8.2 math, 8.3 math, 8.4, all the way to 8.8 math. So basically, here, I can show you that the two that I graded. So I'll show you Noelle's, and then I'll also show you Ariane's. And then, so this is Noelle's. She didn't complete it, so like you can see, I put 50 out of 100, or it's supposed to be out of 100. And so Noelle already sees that. And the thing is that we've noticed that once the student submits their lesson or their file, they can't go back and redo it. So that was one thing that we had noticed. So you can see this was what Noelle's looked like, and then this is what Ariane's looked like. So they're both completely different, and they both have different scores. So you can see that they didn't see each other's, nor did they copy off each other. So that's pretty nice about that. And then you can see I graded both. So that would be back under grades. And today, Noel ended up doing my 8.2 lesson. So if I go to 8.2, you can see that Noel ended up starting to complete the 8.2. So she started doing it. And then I can go back, exit. And then what else did I want to show you? So yeah, like I said, everything is here. I just need to add the reading wonders, but that is also easy that I can show you if you want as well. So I hope that this little lesson is helpful, and I hope that it helps answer some questions that you might have. And if you really need help, you can just let me know, because I'm up to helping anybody, and this kind of stuff is kind of fun to me, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy helping others. So really, if you need any help, just let me know. Alrighty, I hope everyone enjoyed my little tutorial, and I'll see everyone on Monday. Have a good weekend.